Hi friends, it's Misha. Today I'm going to talk to you about fascia and why you should maybe care about it. So I'm going to start with a little bit of a story. My cute niece came to visit us and we were at dinner on a Friday night and there was a fascia class the next Saturday morning, okay? And I told them all about fascia. Fascia, fascia, I'm so excited about fascia and kind of gave them the ins and outs of like what it is. And they said, okay, Mish, we'll go to your fascia class. They're not ones to get really on a bandwagon, the hype train kind of a thing. They were like, yeah, Mish, we'll go to your fascia class, more so just because it's you and we want to experience what you're talking about. So they came to the fascia class. We rolled out fascia. You're supposed to hydrate and drink a lot after your fascia class. And we kind of, went through the motions of the fascia class. And it was great. It was great. They had great things to say about it. They thought it was good, but it wasn't like, oh my gosh, this is going to change my life. So, they left Sunday and we didn't talk very much more about it. They left on Sunday. They went home. Monday morning, I got a text from her husband. Okay. This is the real live text. It said, Mish, I slept on my shoulder last night for the first time in 5 years with no pain. I can't tell you what that means to me. Okay. That was after one time of rolling out fascia. So that is like super, super exciting for me. So this is really important. It's important to know about for lots of reasons. If you have pain in your body, we'll talk and get into a little bit more about all the whys. But first I'm going to tell you what fascia is, okay? So fascia is this underlying kind of netting or tissue that's underneath all of your skin. So every ounce of your skin has this fascia underneath it, and it also goes between all of your organs. So imagine an orange, okay? And if you peel apart an orange, you have the white membrane that surrounds the orange, and then you also have that same membrane stuff that goes in between each segment of orange, okay? And that's the stuff that's very similar to the way it mimics the way that fascia is in our body. So we have the outlying tissue, okay, around your body that you could actually take, if you could take your fascia off, you could actually hang it on a hanger. It's the same shape as you, except that it also goes through all of your organs. It wraps around every single thing in your body, your lungs, your, everything, all your organs. It also wraps around all your cells, okay, your entire nervous system, your lymphs, everything, okay? So your fascia is completely instrumental in connecting all of those things together. And it works like this, okay? Your fascia holds 4 gallons of water, okay? So it has a lot of liquids in it. It also has collagen and proteins. It has these things in your fascia that it holds so that when you are, if that is flowing like a river, it's clean and it's healthy and moist, okay? If it's not flowing, then it's sort of like stagnant, like a river can get. The same idea is like with a sponge. If you imagine a sponge that is kind of new and you've just gotten it wet and it's all wet and it moves really, really easy, okay? That is like your fascia when it's healthy. When your fascia is not healthy, it dries out, just like a sponge, okay? And when a sponge dries out, think about an old sponge just kind of sitting on the counter. If you tried to move that sponge, it might break. Okay, and that's kind of like how your fascia is in your body. When you go up and down the stairs and you hear the crackling on your knees and stuff, that's all your fascia. That's all your fascia. So anyway, so if you can keep your fascia healthy, then your body can move, okay? And it's like you have that lubrication to move. Fascia is the most important system in your body because it's the system that touches all other systems. So by keeping your fascia healthy, you keep your whole body healthy, okay? The other thing that's neat to know about fascia that's really, really cool that has just recently been discovered, the Cancer Institute wanted to know, why are people getting cancer, like lung cancer, that have never smoked a day in their lives? Why is this happening? And they found out that the fascia that wraps around the lungs got old and collapsed, and more fascia grew over the top of it. Okay, that's kind of like fibroblasts. That's what they call it, the fascia that grows over the top of it. That's what happens with scar tissue too. When you cut through your fascia, when the fascia is trying to reconnect, the fascia desperately tries to get reconnected, and it shoots out these fibroblasts over the top. That's all scar tissue. Okay, so when the fascia in the lungs collapse that's old, and then new fascia grew over the top, where the cancer was breeding was in the old fascia. So that is something that to me is like so amazing. To top it off, Cancer Institute thought it was pretty amazing too, and they declared fascia their #1 source of research this year. So it'll be neat to see what they find. Okay, so now we know what fascia is. We know what fascia is throughout our body. We know it connects everything together. It wraps around our bones, our cells, every single organ, all the things that we have inside of our body. So now we're going to talk about why and like what are the benefits that people are getting from rolling out fascia. Okay, there's a really cool guy. His name's Anthony Crisco. Okay, he lives in Hawaii, and they have been rolling out fascia. He was one of the founders of the Fascia Institute, and he figured this thing out. Okay, and it's not a foam roller. Okay, for number one, it's not a foam roller. It doesn't do the same thing as a foam roller does. It's definitely not the Ashley Black, get rid of your cellulite fascia thing. That's not what this is. This is your overall body health, get your lifeblood moving, and help your whole body be healthy. So this cool guy, his name's Anthony Crisco in Hawaii, he invented the fascial rolling technique that I'm going to teach you about, and he developed this. This is the most fantastic little piece of, talk about monetary possessions that you can't live without. This is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about jewelry and perfume or, whatever. I don't know, a boat, toys. I'm talking about this right here, okay? This fascia roller. It is so amazing. I just want to, I love it. What people are finding because they're rolling out with their fascia is they're finding that people that have arthritis. Okay, Anthony has all these testimonials. So if you want to see more, you can go check out all kinds of things like on his Facebook page. He's got a website where he does a lecture where if you really are kind of like, wait a minute, that's just what Misha said. Let's figure out the ins and outs of the institute that was, figured out that fascia was the largest organ in your body. Go there. He's got tons of information there. And I'll put the link at the below the video. But anyway, so he has found out these people in Hawaii that he's been rolling with for 2 years are having the most amazing benefits. People with arthritis that can't open their hands. Okay, they're opening their hands. There's a story of this man, and I can already picture him. I've never even seen him. Okay, I can just picture this cute little man. My friend Jeannie that teaches the fascia rolling class here in St. George, she met him, and he held up a picture of himself, and she didn't know it was him. It was an old guy, okay, and he was walking around with a cane, and he was literally horizontal to the floor, okay, like he could not truly walk. He was just kind of like, crumpled and walking along and really hobbling along. That was his life, okay. He's rolled out for 2 years. He walks straight up. His posture is fantastic. He walks with like a skip in his step. Okay, he's all this young, like, life has breathed back into his body. Guess what? That guy's like 78 years old. The rest of his life is going to be a lot better with his with having this new habit of rolling out. So people with vision problems, they are experiencing, that's the one I'm waiting for. I'll report on that one. I will definitely report on that one. That people are experiencing improvements with their vision. Okay, people that have had terrible headaches. I have a friend that has this, and I'm dying to see if this works for her. So there's this part in your head right back here where a lot of the fascia connects, and he teaches how to roll all of that out, and that's kind of the area where people are getting shots that people will give Botox shots in that area to try to alleviate people that have a lot of headaches. And so people are receiving relief from that. People are receiving people that are in physical therapy. My friend Jeannie, her brother, he had his arm was just like this, and he could not lift it higher than this after surgery and after I think 4 months of physical therapy. She worked on him for 30 minutes and he lifted his arm like this. So I'm just saying, it's worth trying, right? People having that kind of benefit is totally worth trying. People with autoimmune disorders, anything that is that roots from that, which is a lot of things. Okay, we're talking fibromyalgia and Crohn's disease. There's a plethora of things that are going wrong with people's body, and it's autoimmune related, and so their lymphs are not draining. But guess what? If you take care of your fascia, then your fascia takes care of you. That's what I have to say. Okay, the other thing is people are canceling surgeries. People are like carpal tunnel. Carpal tunnel, I mean, the success rate on carpal tunnel surgeries is so low. And then you take a look at people who are rolling out with carpal tunnel, and they're healing themselves, okay? This is real stuff. This is really, really happening. Check it out. Anthony's also rolling out in some senior citizen centers in Hawaii and seeing how that works out for them, because I'm going to show you a couple of videos of how you roll out your fascia, but just don't get attached to that, because if it looks like something that you can't do, like physically, you can do something to roll out your fascia. These senior citizen centers, they're doing it, they're figuring it out. We can figure it out. You roll out your fascia. So the deal is, when you roll out your fascia, you're rolling out all that you can roll out of muscle. Okay, so you're gonna use this. It's a hard roller. Okay, it's a little soft, but there's not a lot of flex in this, and you're using this to roll out all of your muscle. Okay, and in the classes they walk you through, or if you bought one of these, you also buy an online manual, okay, that walks you through rolling out your muscles, because you don't want to roll out any tendons or any bones, and they'll walk you through doing all of that. So you're rolling out your muscles, and I'm not gonna lie, to some people that roll out fascia for the first time, it's painful. Okay, it's painful, and people kind of make. I mean, that's kind of why I was laughing, because when my niece and her husband came to the class, we had just such a fun time, like laughing over it, because it's a tiny bit painful. But here's the deal: you can manage it. You can manage how much you're given. It's kind of like that feel-good pain. Honestly, I promise. You don't ever want to do anything that's going to hurt you or injure you, or anything like that. But it is a feel-good pain, and so you roll out, and they walk you through rolling everything from your feet all the way up your legs, all your lower legs, your thighs, your hamstrings, your tensor fascia latae, which is that meaty part on your hip, your buns, your stomach, your pecs and your lats and your neck and your entire arms and your limbs and your fingers. They walk you through rolling out all of that, so that you're not going to hit bones or any tendons or anything that you're not supposed to hit, only muscle. Okay, so they're going to walk you through rolling everything out, whether you're in a class. You could roll out with the online manual. Jeannie's going to start doing some live classes through Facebook and so forth, which that will be so fun. So a lot of people could get involved with that. So as far as rolling out, we were talking about how you roll through your whole body, and it takes about an hour. Okay, if you want to, you can linger on a spot longer, you can manage it, especially if you're doing it at home. You can do it, for however long you want. You probably wouldn't want to roll out one place longer than 15 minutes though, because you just kind of don't want to fatigue it. As you're rolling, it's the coolest thing. You'll hit like a knot where the fascia is kind of bunched up. That's what happens, you guys. Your fascia dries out, and your fascia can just get bunched up, and you hit like a knot. You've felt them before, especially athletes. You have felt those knots in your legs and so forth before. When you hit that knot, you just hold. You just hold a little bit of pressure, whatever you can handle, and then it automatically just dissipates. Like it's literally called like an autogenic response. The fascia unravels and kind of just releases and lets go. As you're rolling, you're forcing all of the liquid out, and you're forcing new liquid in. So you have to eat. I mean, not eat. You have to drink a lot. You really want to stay hydrated. One of the dumbest things I ever did, okay? Like, this might be like one of the dumbest things I've ever done. I drank a soda like 2 hours after my fascia class. That was so dumb. Okay, I could feel it. I could feel it slow me down. Dumb idea. So roughly it takes about an hour to roll out your fascia. And for frequency, anytime you can get a fascia rolling session in is great. So if you can only get one in, like here and there, that's okay. You know what I mean? But if you could do this once a week or twice a week, that would be fantastic. If you have something that you're really, really trying to heal or get better, like let's pretend you have fibromyalgia or another, like something big like arthritis or whatever, if you could hit this 3 times a week, your life will be different. People are responding to Anthony with this. Hey, Anthony, I am waking up now without pain, which I used to wake up and be just automatic. Like that was the first thing I felt when I woke up, was I was aware of my pain. And I don't have that anymore, which that is amazing. That's amazing. So, I mean, great for people who are going through a lot of trouble, but it's also really great for people who are young and healthy and spry, and maybe they don't have anything wrong with their bodies. Then you know what? You're never going to have to rehab your fascia. Okay? You can stay young and stay spry and light on your feet, and the movement and stuff like that in life is not going to be a problem for you. Getting up, getting down, no big deal. You don't feel old anymore. What are you talking about? I'm getting older. No, I'm not getting older. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, it's a little bit of a fun tool for anti-aging. Plus, here's the deal. If you're forcing new collagen and you're rolling out this, okay, Anthony hasn't even talked about this yet, but I'm interested to figure this one out. Okay, if you're rolling out this main muscle right here, and you're forcing a lot of collagen into your face, I'm just saying, all you ladies, you guys know what collagen does, right? It's awesome for us. It's awesome for our skin. It's awesome for aging. So you never know. Like, you just don't know. But overall, I can tell you, sitting right here, I can tell you that I have been rolling out for 3 to 4 months, okay? And I can tell you, this is something that I will never live without. Never. My very first fascia class was actually probably 6 months ago, and I didn't know or understand the complete gravity of it, and I didn't go back for like 3 or 4 months. And after I went back and realized, wow, this is changing people's posture. Wow, my friend Jeannie, her cute daughter, she grew up riding horses. Her posture and her legs over the course of I think she said 6 months rolling out twice a week had completely changed. She's the way that her body position is completely different. So it's just really neat stuff, you guys. It's kind of, we're on the brink of some fun. But overall, like I said, sitting right here today, I can tell you that I'll never not roll fascia. Like, it's pretty vital to me. So, and the great thing is after you learn how to roll out, it's great to go to a class and be, around all of that energy and be around all that stuff. But after you learn how to roll out, you can roll out while you're watching a movie. Okay. Your kids need to talk to you. No big deal. I can roll out sitting right there. I'm listening to you. I'm talking to you. I'm engaged in the conversation. I completely know what's going on, but I'm also taking care of myself. How cool is that when we don't take care of ourselves enough? Okay, time for self is so important and so good for us. So this is a beautiful thing. So when you get one, you can get it at home and roll out. You can even roll out, like if you didn't have a full hour, you could roll out your lower limbs, and then later in the day, you could roll out your upper. So there's something cool that happens after you're done rolling out your fascia, okay? And you're laying there in class. Pay attention to this. You lay there. The last thing that you do is right back here, your neck. And you just roll out just the sides. You have to make sure that you don't hit that spine. And they walk you through all of that. And after that's done, you put it to the side and you lay there and you feel this like kind of electricity, okay? This energy, okay, moving through your body. But you also feel really, really calm at the same time. It's the neatest feeling. You guys have to try it. Give it a go. Pay attention to how you feel. Pay attention to what this does to your body. If you do, seriously, that's one of the biggest things in our society, right? Is that we're not listening to our body enough, and we listen to the doctors, and we take the medicine, and it covers up all of the intuition that we need to be able to be in tune with our body. So listen to your body, pay attention, see if fascia is as amazing for you as it is for me. So where do you get one of these? Just go to thefascinator.com. I'm going to link all of that stuff below. Also, Anthony's going to give you guys a discount. So go to his website and type in the code Misha, and you'll get a 10% discount on your roller. And get rolling. Guys, thanks for learning about fascia. If you guys like this video, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I have a lot more great stuff coming for you guys. And check out some of my other videos. Thanks for watching.